But we begin with the latest on the Canada Post strike. 55,000 workers remain off the job today after they failed to reach a new contract with the Crown Corporation.
A fair contract!
Workers walked off the job yesterday after issuing a 72-hour strike notice. They say wages have been stagnant for years as prices have climbed. The federal government says it has no plans to intervene. CBC's Albert Delatala joins us now with the latest on this job action. So as of today, where do both sides stand in this dispute?
Yes, we've reached out to Canada Post and the Canadian Union of Postal Workers. We haven't heard back yet, but you saw those picket lines there. All indications suggest that they are so far apart in those negotiations. The latest contract offer from Canada Post was 11.5% increases in wages over 4 years. It also included protection of defined benefit pensions for current employees, also added job security and health benefits. But the union says that isn't enough. Its members hitting the picket lines yesterday, as you can see right there. The union asking for 23% pay increases over 4 years. The Crown Corporation, says that it's lost $490 million. It lost that much in the first half of this year, $3 billion since 2018. So just massive continuing losses in recent years. The federal government says, as we've been reporting, that it has no plans to intervene, but that's a difference from how the government has handled previous strikes, according to business professor Ian Lee.
The government frequently legislated them back to work. So there's a precedent. The government has said they don't want to, fully understand. They don't want to interfere. Having said that, I think day by day by day, the pressures on the Minister of Labour and the government, mayors, MPs, Chambers of Commerce, Canadian Federation of Independent Business, the pressure is going to become more and more intense day by day by day.
But as of now, that pressure has not been enough for them to say that they are going to be taking any action. So Canadians wondering, what happens with my mail?
Yeah, so many impacts being felt across this country with Canadians of all ages, in fact. So Canada Post, they say they won't process or deliver mail or parcels during the strike. Purlator, which, by the way, is a subsidiary of Canada Post, they say they will not pick up deliveries originating from Canada Post. FedEx deliveries not impacted directly here, but they do say they have plans in place to manage the likely increased volume during the strike. Regarding government assistance checks, Canada Post says it and the union have agreed to continue delivering those benefit checks during the strike. Canadians applying for passports, they can expect delays. It is advised that anyone traveling soon that they head to a Service Canada instead that offers 10-day service. And Linda, I mentioned all ages. There is that long-time tradition where kids write letters to Santa, or anyone can write letters. Canada Post does say that is impacted here, and it isn't clear how that might be resolved, if at all, during the strike. So one of the many impacts here that we'll be watching.
One that the kids are watching for sure. They got to get those letters to Santa. So let's hope that there is progress. And I know you're going to be watching for that for us today. Thanks very much for this, Albert.